What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Uncommon Bills, and we are back with another video. Can y'all believe that the electric Charger EV for 2025 is actually selling? Let's get into the video.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter
All right, guys. Shout out to Motor One. The Dodge Charger EV is already outselling the Supra in 2025. I don't really think anybody cares, but let's go ahead and get into this article, guys. And also shout out to Jeff Perez, who is the author on this article. I can tell you why right now. Why I think the 2025 Dodge Charger EV is pretty much selling. And the simple fact is, these cars are pretty much going half off because nobody wants to buy them. And I'm pretty sure the people who are buying these cars are not their average car enthusiasts, or maybe they're Hemi option fans or customers. So I don't know. Me personally, if I needed a car and I had the money and y'all were taking half off on these electric cars, I would probably buy one. No, I wouldn't buy one. But we're going to go ahead and get into this article because I thought this was pretty interesting. Okay. Apparently, the 2025 Dodge Charger EV has picked up in sales for 2025, but it's still far from being one of the top dogs in terms of sales, which I don't think the electric Charger, the electric EV, is going to basically be the top dog. Let's just call it what it is. The new Dodge Charger Daytona EV rolled into dealerships last year, but it's finally finding footing in 2025 with strong early sales results. It is only finding footing, if this is accurate, guys, because they are slashing prices on these damn electric vehicles, possibly to make room for the V8s that are supposed to be, I guess, coming in August or being produced in August. So if we're taking these price cuts, or they're taking these huge price cuts, of course, they're basically going to sell because they're affordable, for one. Two, if somebody needed a car, they wanted something different, and you guys are only selling it for what, 30, 40,000, and the MSRP 70, 80,000. I mean, come on, y'all are taking a serious hit to basically gamble out these new V8s that are going to basically be coming to fruition. So just them talking about, oh, we're seeing strong sales. I mean, I can kind of see why. I mean, you guys are slashing these prices pretty aggressively to try to get them off your lot. But notice, though, the Hemi options, like the 2023 Scat Packs, Hellcats, or whatever, Last Call Editions, are basically still somewhat on the high-end price. They're slashing the hell out of these EVs because they know nobody's buying them, so they're trying to get rid of them. Through the first 3 months of the year, Dodge has sold 1,947 examples of the electric muscle car. Every time I hear electric muscle car, like, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off because it's not a muscle car anymore. It may have the experience of as a performance vehicle. However, it is not a muscle car. So they've got to stop calling it an muscle car. It doesn't sound like a muscle car. It doesn't perform like a muscle car. It doesn't have the thrill like a muscle car. This is a straight up electric grocery getter. Straight up electric grocery getter. Which means it's already outpacing some of its competitors. And we're basically going to see which competitors they're outpacing, because I highly doubt they're outpacing Mustang, Camaro. Who else is out there? The Corvette. Who else we got? I don't know, but we'll get into that list. By comparison, Toyota sold 720 units of the Supra this year. BMW has only moved 520 examples of the Z4. Subaru has sold just 802 examples of the BRZ. And Mazda has sold just 1,146 Miatas. Interestingly, Dodge still managed to move 1,052 units of the outgoing Charger through the first 3 months of this year. though the EV accounted for 65% of total Charger sales. That's still bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. And okay, so listen to this. They are basically comparing the Dodge Charger, the EV, to JDM cars. Yeah, let's continue reading. On the flip side, Ford has sold 9,377 examples of the Mustang so far in 2025. Even though sales are down 28.1%, Chevrolet has sold 6,794 examples of the Corvette so far in 2025, which represents a 20.8% decrease compared to the previous year. Even Toyota sold 2,777 examples of the slow-selling GR86 in the first 3 months of 2025, and it's the only big mover on this list with an increase of 39.7% over previous year. Again, they're comparing an electric car, guys. They got to stop doing this. They're comparing an electric car to these combustion engine vehicles. Put it side by side with the electric atmosphere or the electric lineup, and let's really see, EV sales. But you can't put an electric car, as far as it being electric, with an electric motor, basically putting it against combustion engines and going off, oh, well, the Charger is selling or outpacing some of the cars, but they're comparing it to other JDM cars. I mean, there's no comparison. It's an electric car. It's not a combustion. It's not gas. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And then we got a list here. Model 2025 sales, March 2025 sales. Okay, the Ford Mustang 2025 sales so far, 9,377 units, beginning from, I guess, in January up until now. So last month, Mustang sold 4,186 units. Chevrolet Corvette, 6,794 units. It says 2024 or 2025 March sales, not applicable at this time. Toyota GR86, 2,077 units. 2,777 units, my bad. March sales, 1,146 units. Dodge Charger Daytona EV, the electric brick, 1,947 units. March 2025 sales is not applicable at this time. Mazda Miata, 1,146 units. As far as March, 911 units. Subaru BRZ, 208 units. March sales, 334 units. BMW Z4, 520 units. As far as 2025, March, non-applicable. Toyota Supra, 421 units in 2025. March, 179 units. So, even in this fact, like, I guess I get it, but at the same time, none of these cars in here, other than the EV, are electric vehicles. They're all gas-powered combustion engines. This EV should be, or the Dodge Charger EV should be in the lineup for, with other electric cars. Otherwise, it's just not going to make sense as far as their numbers go. And I'm pretty sure if they put these numbers up against Tesla, Tesla would probably run this all day. In an attempt to get more buyers through the door, Dodge recently offered lease deals as low as $299 per month for the new Charger, as well as purchase discounts of up to $12,500. While the company currently only offers the electric Charger Daytona, the automaker plans to roll out the gas-powered six-pack model early this summer due to stronger demand. That should bump Charger sales even higher. And that looks like that's about it for this article. But yeah, guys, there you have it. The 2025 Dodge Charger EV, I'm not hating on the car. However, when you're running up certain statistics when it comes to combustion engine electric vehicles. First and foremost, the Dodge Charger EV is not a electric muscle car. It's an electric car. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make steak and call it chicken. It's not the exact same thing. Doesn't have the same taste. You know what I mean? So every time I hear that, oh, that's the new E-Muscle Dodge Charger, the new electric muscle car. Nah, bro, it's just an electric car. They are selling based off of the fact that they were not selling to begin with. And the prices are dropping like hotcakes because they are trying to make room, not only for the Hemi option, but for the six-pack. And when we talk about the six-pack and the overall horsepower and the high output in the V6, the V8 will have to make sense. Your V6 option should be your lowest option when it comes to the higher output engines. Because now that you have, now that they're going to produce a six-pack, they have the electric EV that's also a performance vehicle. That is, honestly, I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you. I don't even think the electrical Dodge Charger EV is even a steal. I mean, you still have cars out here that are electrified, like the Lucid, the Tesla. There's another one that I can't think of the top of my name that outperformed the Dodge Charger EV all day, every day, and 3 times on Sunday. To me, I don't think the Dodge Charger was very well thought out. I'm sorry to say that. And then the inline six. We're trying to move these vehicles. They're trying to move these vehicles because they're not selling. And now that they're bringing back the V8, they got the six-pack dropping in the summer because they're saying the demand is higher for the inline six engine. And that could be true, maybe. We won't know until they drop the statistics and we see exactly how those are basically going to sell and how those are going to basically, hit the market, and whether or not that's actually going to be gold for them. If not, like I said in one of my videos, I don't know if that's going to bring Dodge out of the hole. Pricing and markups. And if you're willing to take a car and mark it half off, was that car worth that amount to begin with? All of it sounds like scam. How can you, and this is a question that any consumer needs to ask, how in the world are you going to drop a brand new vehicle, okay? And this goes to any automaker. How in the world are you going to drop a brand new vehicle? You don't see sales, so you basically drop it half off. That is a huge loss, first and foremost. I'm pretty sure it's a huge loss. But does that mean, was this car even worth that amount of money in the begin with? Hell no. So now, I can tell you right now, if there was a V8 option right now that was selling for $39,000, like I said, with my other videos for the Hornet, you drop the 5.7, you keep it at the current price. I think some of those Hornets were going between 25, 30, something like that, 1,000. And you got a Hemi option. Yes, they will sell like hotcakes. This same thing for the Dodge Charger EV. Get that EV out of there and just keep the body style, drop a 5.7. And you keep it at 39,000, they're going to sell like hotcakes. But instead, they want to go a different route. And we all get it. We all see it in the news, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore. But they're going to drop they're dropping the Hemi back. It's got to make sense. The inline six drops in the summer. It's got to make sense. Because as of right now, your electric IC engine, inline six engine. I said sick. Inline six, yeah. Engine is basically the top of the performance. Other than the Banshee, I guess. I don't know. But I thought that was an interesting article, guys. I want to share that with you guys. I will post the article in the description with a link, so you can go in there and basically go play with that and, read a little bit more if you want to. I don't think there's anything else on here other than it's got a couple links on it that you could probably click on. However, they're only selling because the prices are like half off. And it sucks to say, but I'm really looking forward to the Hemi options and what they're basically going to be bringing to the table. And we're definitely doing some more elaboration on that. But anyway, the move on. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you know when I drop a new video. I have got some more content coming to the channel, guys. I will be taking the SRT8 to... I got to get some new tires, so I will probably end up doing a POV drive with that my next video. And then there is a car meet on Sunday that I possibly be going to get some content for you guys. And then we will basically be working on the SRT8 wrap and looking at a few performance parts that I want to order for the SRT8. But I'm a little bit behind on some things. I still got to I still got to get that garage straightened up before we really deep dive into the SRT8 and start building on this block. But we'll definitely get there. We have finally hit 2,000 subs, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's go ahead and continue to keep growing this channel. But that's going to be it for today's video. Love you guys. See you on the next one. See you when I see you. Peace.